I'm going to presume that Trek 2 is full subs. Around English. There we go.
Don't worry, Alex. Like I said, you won't need to do any muckery with the soundtrack in this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is a sad day today. I
It's
regret
a
to
happy
inform the
day for
public
me.
that Don Cheadle has died.
Yes. Not not in real life. No, God, no. No, we're
No, no,
talking in our
no, no,
gags.
no, no. Yeah, Don Cheadle has is temporarily deceased in terms of our ability to put him on these images. Um, as you can see here, only regular stars J. Jonah Jameson and Ned Leeds and Radigan, occasional guest star Radigan, were able to make their appearances in this because nobody was facing the camera.
Right, so Digimon Adventure Try. Oh boy.
I mainly know these movies because for the longest time, I kept finding them at the dollar store.
And I knew them because this was as I was actually watching these as they were airing in Japan and releasing in the US. Guess how fun the wait was between the theatrical release of this movie and the Blu-ray release was.
Not much, I seem to recall.
September 2016 it was when it came out in theaters, and the home release would be in May of 2017.
That's nearly a year.
Yeah.
I don't even have to wait that long for Endgame to come out.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so are we all set and ready to go?
Sadly, yes. Our hero has departed us for the time being. But
I
lest
digress.
ye lest ye um lament too much, he shall return tomorrow.
In
What are we
three,
watching tomorrow?
Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1.
I
Nice
Shout
Shout
Factory
Factory.
logo. You're the only
Hmm.
reason why we had consistent releases of Digimon Adventure Try. After a while.
Digimon Adventure Try is owned by Toei Animation, Shout Factory, and who the fuck even cares?
Now keep in mind this was pitched to us as like 6 movies turned into a TV series. He's on Crunchyroll. The animation that we'll be seeing throughout these movies is TV animation.
Before time began, there was the Cube. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Hi, Aaron LaPlante. Anytime I hear him now, all I can think is Ichibe from Bleach.
Huh.
Demiurge is the name is a name of a is the title of a certain deities, and the demiurge that is in reference for this narration is would belong to either homeostasis or Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil would be introduced to the Digimon lore,
Can you see
starting
all
with
of me?
Savers.
Walk into my mystery. Step inside and hold on for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you will
And now we
set you free.
get and now Alex, I hope you weren't too attached to the 02 cast.
Are they all dead?
No.
Oh,
Oh hi,
well.
I nod to Tamers.
One Vision. That's a Queen song.
Yeah. It's also a song in Digimon Tamers.
Eh.
I swear to God. So which anime is this? I can't tell.
Well, if you look closely in the background, you can see Dante and Nero fighting in the ruins of the Twin Towers.
I mean Dante and Virgil?
No.
Bye, Davis.
Technically, I probably should have said Virgil and Nero, because Dante wasn't in that show. No.
Bye, Yoli. Shut up, Mokuba.
Shut up, Mokuba. Her fucking face.
Bye, Yori.
Yori Yagami? From the King of Fighters?
No.
Oh.
And bye, Ken. So yeah, the 02 cast just disappear. Kari and TK don't give a shit.
This... Kevin, why does it look like a low-budget hentai?
That's your first thought?
Yes! Yes,
why?
Because it shares, like, the same, like, flat, detailless facial animation of all of them.
Okay, so the reason why the character design is a little bit blander than, usual, it's due to the fact that the character design is handled by the same character
A1
designer
Pictures.
for Durarara. It worked there. Doesn't work for Digimon.
Oh god, you're right. Oh my god.
Yeah, you wonder why we get Butterfly in the third movie. This is the only bad thing that the dub did for this. Hi, Ty.
This is such a fucking millennial-ass coded Digimon theme.
You want to know what year this the year that these 6 movies take place in?
Sure.
2005.
Nah. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is like me and the hockey team. Street hockey team, but still.
Yeah, they're immediately yeah, Ty's hockey team is filled with pussies until Kari shows up.
Yeah, I remember the Seawolves used to put on street hockey games near me, and I showed up for most of them, and I was always the only guy who was going
is
the
that
whole
nightmare?
time. Like, everybody else is like,
yeah,
oh,
look at that.
Man.
They're all of a sudden now energized at the sight of Ty's sister.
Well, they, the testosterone activated all
Ty,
of their
you
muscle
have every
fibers
right
again.
to Ty, if you and Davis were there together, you would throttle them. Just for that. And the sad thing is that this intro is still better than Digimon Frontier's intro. Oh, hi, Matt. So for these 6 movies, Matt will be voiced by Vic Mignogna, or Vic McNurgator, or Vince Bologna Eggnog. Oh, hi, Nishijima. Yeah, there's an... Yeah, Doug Holtz was initially kind of sad in that he wasn't getting the part of TK in this.
Mm.
But then he but then he was relieved that he would be in this movie. I feel like Daigo Nishijima is the only character in Digimon Tri-Bridge that I felt Logan Laidlaw fit perfectly.
Hmm.
Daigo 1, Daigo 2, Daigo 01. It's probably not Daigo. Yummy. I question. The funny thing is that the knife of day thing is more a gag that only really worked in the Japanese version just because of how mangled up the English was on on the
Yeah.
naming.
That's salt. That's salt. That is clearly salt. Unless that's white pepper, that's fucking salt.
Knife of ramen, and in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you eating those cinnamon buns? Fucking hell, I want
Why
some
are
of
you...
those.
He just ate that in one fucking bite. I have a not small mouth and a not insignificant appetite. Um,
Well, actually, I
that's...
was thinking of becoming a UN diplomat, Ty.
You see,
We
I was,
expected we expect somewhat realistic goals. We don't expect you to be a,
Well, you see,
a
Saban was
fucking
going to send me onto a
stupid.
peace conference. Because they wanted to recast me with somebody younger.
Oh god. Now what's that? Oh dear. That's a familiar visage. Wow, that looked a bit lazy.
You fucking lazy ass bastards!
Hi,
Just dragging a
Megumon
PNG
and
across the screen.
Huckmon,
Why not?
and barely animate the wings.
Wiggada 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 wiggada.
Remember, animation is hard, people.
Oh, welcome
That's
to me
sadly
trying to
relatable.
organize Dungeons and Dragons these days.
Let's not and say we
What
did.
the... Why is your face so... Okay, Dominatrix boots. Jessica Rabbit heels. Mm.
1.08 million yen. That's yeah, that ain't fucking chump change, people. Let's pretend we didn't. Hey, Johnny. I'm sure you know which Johnny we're talking about here.
Same old Johnny from the other show we're watching.
Which, yes.
And that
Honestly,
thing
Johnny
I'm
Young
going
Bosch
to have to
sounds.
watch sometime later this year.
Thankfully, I don't have to. Thankfully, I'm not a part of that because I don't do those kinds of shit shows.
Yeah, but
I only do the shit show
you're
those
gonna
that I've
watch the
been.
video I make on it, aren't you?
Alex, you know that I do that. So neither of them are concerned about, their friends in the other group that they're a part of. Because keep in mind, the Zero Two cast will never get addressed in any way whatsoever or until the last movie. So now we're in prep school because Joe's in prep school. Wow,
All right,
Joe.
kids, buckle down and nut up. It's time to learn some shit.
And that's Robbie Damon as Joe. You can't even tell that that's Joe, can you?
No.
Yeah, she's the only one who knows that the Zero Two kids are missing, as well as Nishijima, but they won't bother.
I kind of feel like we should be spreading this information around a little bit more.
Yeah, considering they defeated Armageddon Mon in the last thing we watched.
Uh-huh.
Also, why would Sora have any conflict as to who she's going to spend time with when she's already dating Matt? The same face syndrome.
What the
In
fuck is
these
up with
movies.
his skin tone?
Somehow he looks. Somehow he
Everybody's
looks
skin tone looks so fucking off in this. It's so flat. And his looks like he was fucking sunburned.
more so than Davis's.
Yes. Like, I know he
And
usually has, like, darker skin, generally, just for... But he... Like, the lighting doesn't match!
yeah,
It's like they're lit by two completely different sources. Now, look at that! He looks fine now!
yeah, from a distance.
Now, he looks fine here. The lighting... Yeah, they must have been animated by, like, different people or something.
Seriously, Sora's response there should have been, and Ty, you know I'm going out with Matt. Why are you asking that question? Oh, hi, original the character for this movie, Meiko Mochizuki,
Mm.
whom the film series will be spending a significant chunk on for because Good God. Do I already hate do do I already hate a lot of how these movies handle things?
Now the animation almost looks like rejected frames from Persona 4. Look at her fucking sweater. It doesn't look like it's actually part of the background.
Yeah.
Like, even in this close shot, in the wide shot it was worse, but even in the close shot it doesn't look good. There's so many things wrong with the perspective in it.
Oh, great. Meanwhile, yes.
Wow, that sounded a lot more suspicious than I thought it should be, but,
Okay, that is actually surprisingly good French on Mona Marshall's part.
oh, wee wee.
Sorry. Meanwhile, wow, the feedback's a bit.
That's, that's an odd choice for sample. That's an odd way to texture the books in the background. That's a good question. Why are you using a laptop with a black and white display in 2005?
By the way, where's that? By the way, where's Davis? Is who? Oh my God, Ty! What, does everybody not know? I mean, you always talk about him like he's your beloved underclassman.
This background is very low resolution for being
What
animated
anime
in
is this, Alex?
2017.
I can't tell.
I think it's literally every show ever made ever.
In the 2010s?
Yeah.
Ah, that's not good. Uh, why do you look almost exactly the same as the other newscaster?
Hashtag Fender Mustang. Fender Mustang bass.
Alex, are we sure we're not watching Ouran High School Host Club?
No. Fender Mustang
Because that was
bass,
some
short
incest
scale
bait
electric
there.
bass. Okay, that does exist. Student bass, marketed for alt and indie. It does exist. I am not convinced that that is actually a Mustang bass, but
Hey,
it
bitch,
almost
get
looks like a Strat
moving!
bass.
Meanwhile,
Don't touch the BlackBerry.
he will proceed to touch the Blackberry. What the fuck, dude?
I remember I had a keyboard that started doing stuff like that, and I went and grabbed a new keyboard and took the old one out back and smashed it over my knee. It was
I
actually
just want
quite
to imagine
satisfying.
that some of those kids over there or behind Joe would be like, "Hey, dude, check out this weird bug in the computer, man."
It's nice to know martial arts because when things that are imminently breakable start breaking on you, you can break them right back. It's really fun. Nice way to fit things into trash cans. Like I do that with sticks in the backyard too. Sometimes I'll just take him and I'll like either karate chop him or stomp him, break him on my knee, or sometimes if they're stiff enough, I'll just take him and I'll break him over my abs. That's fun. How do you know that?
He did. Yeah, how do you know he's after you?
Especially
Oh, when he was
considering,
committing random acts of property
yeah,
damage.
especially considering that you don't actually have any dialogue in the Japanese. What the fuck is up with that background? Was this animated by Warner Brothers?
Or one of the animation studio or Studio Mirror, or whom Warner Brothers regularly
It's
outsources.
so fucking blurry. Like we have the opposite problem that we
From the
grab the
earlier
fucking for the
OVA.
last thing that we watched. Grab your fucking Digivice, dumbass.
Agumon's not around, Alex. Oh no, random act of property damage caused by a Digimon that wasn't yours. I wonder if he's going to dwell on this later. Hashtag yes, he's going to dwell on this quite a lot throughout this movie. Suddenly, very detailed, Kawagamon.
No shit, Sherlock.
What?
Maybe you should.
No, you can't. And now we're suddenly out here.
So this background looks like it belongs to. Oh,
Well, there goes his bike. So, hey, Ty, hey, would you like to have a conference with Misty, May, and Dawn about how badly damaged your bikes things are after an encounter with a certain Mon? Yeah, we're going to be dwelling on those three images for a while, Alex. I hope you like that.
huh.
If only I were as ballsy as Master Damon, and I'd be able to punch that fucker right in the face. And here comes Agumon. Hi, Dai.
Why do you look like off-white instead of yellow or orange?
Okay, that's a funny bit. And now we get Braveheart in the Digimon Tri variant. God, this was so refreshing to hear with the dub.
Well, this is neat.
Yeah, I hope you like seeing this because they're going to be reusing this like every other anime recycled frame of animation in the show. And now we have Kyle A. Bear.
Okay, so I think the colors are just fucked up in this movie because now he looks fine.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
nobody maintaining like color continuity or color acid in my face?
To answer your question, Alex, this is Toei. Sometimes they don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's suddenly nighttime. When did that happen? How long was this fight? Why are you at the airport? Told ya. Oh, we were going to be flashing to that. Hold on.
Mhm.
Tai, I, your teacher, am also a government agent. What?
So somebody's seen Sonic X.
Alex, you want to know what Digimon series came out before Sonic X?
Which one?
Digimon Tamers.
Ah,
And the Japanese government was heavily involved in that series plot.
ah,
So Digimon did it before Sonic X.
ah.
Only they had a much better dub.
Mm. Oh, mate, why is your Humvee bad CG?
Oh, Greymon is getting the shit kicked out of him. We. You know, it was also a big name in the Japanese dub of in the Japanese version of quite a few anime.
What?
It was Natsuki Hanai, who would be the voice of Tai in the Japanese version of this.
Ah.
Hey, everybody, except for Mimi and Joe.
All of the boys have the same face and slightly different expressions. The girls
Yeah,
have the
and the
same face and
Digimon.
slightly different expressions. The only way you can tell them apart is clothing and skin tone. And that's not even
Yeah,
consistent. Why is he orange? He looks like he's about to tell me we need to make America great again and build that wall.
who?
Ty.
So starting with these movies, Gatomon will be voiced by Kate Higgins and not an Eddie Merman
Ah.
since this is non-union. Same case with why Lara Jill Miller isn't Kari in these. These will be the last series of movies that Felice Sampler will be voicing Mimi in. It kind of hurts. It really hurts knowing. I think a number of the dub VAs that many people grew up with are gone. Same in the Japanese
Mm-hmm.
side of things.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 3 of them.
And prior to this, Vic Mignogna actually voiced as Kiriha Aonuma in Digimon Cross Wars. Or so he was already in the franchise beforehand.
Hmm.
And Cross Wars is quite a ways away. Hey, it's Garurumon. Why is the UK flag symbol clipping it into
That's a
his
great
shirt?
question, Kevin. I don't know why. It should it shouldn't be that hard to draw some fucking lines.
Yeah, I kind of wish that Melody wasn't completely Union because she was as a great Biomon voice in All Star Rumble, the fighting game on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox, as
Yeah.
well as Bergermon on her evolutions. Still not really that big a fan of Melody Spevik. Though sadly, this would be the last time Melody Spevik would voice Bergermon, Garudamon, and in a later form we'll get to in the fourth movie. Because Bergermon because Biomon doesn't evolve in Last Evolution Kizuna since the writers evidently still hate Sora.
Okie dokie.
So I hope you're not a fan of her character.
I'm still not
Oh,
entirely
and
sure what the hell's going on.
I sure hope you're not a fan of I sure hope you're a fan of badly looping the insert song.
No, I actually kind of
Cause
hate that.
what?
I actually kind of hate that.
Yeah, because we're gonna be seeing that twice in these in this film series.
So, If you have access to the stems, it's actually not that difficult to loop a song. Hell, I could create stems right now using Audacity and mix accordingly.
And now we get at CGI Angemon. And this would be, I believe, the only time Dave Mallow reprises as Angemon, before Jameson Price completely takes over the role. Because this was I believe this was around the time Dave Mallow was starting to retire from voice acting. Let me check real quick.
It just means that me and my flat chest are going to take you where we need to go. And there's nothing you or anybody
So,
in this animation department can do about it.
so the other government agent is Maki Himikawa, as voiced by Jeremy Lay,
Mm.
who is also Biomon in this, and who would then proceed to reprise Biomon and her evolutions in the Digimon Adventure reboot in 2020. Which I have to ask, why were we being selective with who gets to come back and who doesn't?
What
Some
exactly was going on with the film grain in that one shot?
don't ask me.
Okay, you know, I wouldn't be able to tell if this character was a boy or a girl from that face. Because she has the same
Yeah.
face as everybody the fuck else. The Digimon are the only ones who look distinct.
And the worst part about the Digimon Adventure reboot in 2020 is that the dub was voice directed by the same person who voice directed
Mm.
this as film series' dub. To which I have to ask, is there no consistency?
Apparently not.
Get over here. We'll find out about that hand later.
That. Huh.
Oh, wait, never mind. I was wrong. They had Tara Sands in. Or they had Jeremy Lay in the reboot, but she's voicing Sora as opposed to Biomon, because Biomon is voiced by Tara Sands
Mm.
in that reboot. Oh, the airport got royally fucked up, and the government agents are the only ones that are willing to cover for us. Sora, that's pretty easy for them to do.
The skin
No
tones are
fucking
all over
way.
the fucking place in this movie.
Yes. Yeah, and I will forgive you for making that mistake because this is very TV animation, not movie animation.
I've seen TV animation that looked better than this.
Yeah. You want
Full
to
Metal
know what
Alchemist
was?
comes to mind.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood had better animation than this.
Full Metal
And
Alchemist comes to
Brotherhood
mind
came.
because that show is 20 years old now.
Yeah, it's 20. It's bordering on 23.
Yeah. And it's like, what, 13 years for Brotherhood? Oh, God, that's
Brotherhood
fucking.
came out in '09.
That's Haribo, Haribo candy. I like, Haribo gummy worms. Sour gummy worms. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Haribo's got good candy.
Apparently they're German. I didn't know that.
Hmm. Yeah, these faces have next to no personality. It keeps it's still so jarring. The Digimon's faces have more personality going for them
Studio
than
A1
this.
Pictures has better animation than this.
Ugh, and they're the ones who invented this fucking philosophy. Ugh!
I remember I remember people saying like, "Oh, the Cal art style is incredibly samey," and it is. The A1
It
Pictures
is.
style is arguably somewhat worse.
Yeah, see, now Izzy suddenly might have a crush on Mimi. Mimi is
Why
just a
was that
natural
hand animated at a
tease.
higher frame rate than the faces were?
Why indeed? Why? Sorry, I'm just
Hmm.
a little angry right now. You, what I gotta look into something real. Okay, never mind. So this movie series started in 2015.
Uh-huh.
What was out between 2010 and 2015 when this came out?
2010, 2015. So, I mean, hell, I'm thinking about stuff that came out earlier than this that looks better, but yeah.
Young
Um,
Justice season 1 had better
yeah,
animation than
Young Justice
this.
Season 1 doesn't have great animation. It still has better animation than this. Oh god, I know what tool they used to make the gradient in the sky, too. Oh my god.
Uh,
Kevin, why does it look like they took screenshots from the newest Bleach game, turned up the contrast and the saturation, and,
the newest Bleach game had better animation than this.
No, I know, I'm just saying, like, why does it look like they took
And that
screenshots
and
from that game and made the
the
backgrounds out of
story
them?
animation is barely animated.
I know!
And guess what? The in-game animation is what you focus on in a goddamn fighting game. I'm not just making or pre-render or cutscene selectively pre-rendered cutscenes for a mobile gachapon game. Because that already turns me off from Soul Resonance. Yeah, sure about that, lady. Oh, hi. I, hi, Mrs. Camille. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. People will fear what they don't understand. And it's like, we've had Digimon throughout quite a decent chunk of this in a universe decade. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god. So people got hurt in that fight. We gotta say it as loud as possible. You never know when the pro tag's gonna show up. Please leave a message after the beep. Honk. Covering up the character.
Why does that look like the girl from Metamorphosis?
I don't know.
Gavin, do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, you don't have to worry about that. If
Try
Gizmo was
Digimon
here,
Try
he'd
is
know.
Digimon Try is the only reason why Izzy and Mimi they get remotely shipped together because as we've seen in the other OVAs and in the show, Izzy acted very dismissively towards Mimi.
Mm. Mako
Please take a
Tsunami.
seat right Please take a seat right next to the protag seat. That was a joke from Digimon Try abridged. Could this be a potential new romantic interest for Tai, or is this just random bait?
Any savvy viewer would easily be able to guess what the answer is.
mm.
Keep in mind, I only bring the mic closer to myself when I want to emphasize it.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys are gonna measure dicks, just drop your pants and I'll pull out the rulers, okay? And Matt's like, I wasn't going to measure dicks. And Tai, stop. And Tai, do not drop your pants.
Right now over me.
So now that we're all together, can we address the fact that the 02 Digidestined are nowhere to be found?
Why is the contrast so fucking high? Look at the background. It's the saturation and the contrast are turned way the fuck up, and now it's just random paint splotches. Oh, look at that. They're having their conversation next to the Evangelion menu screen.
Yeah, let's all get. Hey, why don't we? Hey, again, Izzy, how about we address the elephant in the room?
Contact.
It's a really big white elephant. It's right there. Do you see that massive elephant? It is practically trumpeting to let you know that there's something else to address. Ah! Sorry. Digimon Adventure Try Abridged actually bothered to have Izzy address this, and then say, I at the end of the first movie's abridgment, I hope Davis is okay. Nobody here gives a flying fuck about the
Ooh, nobody
friends they
gives a
made
shit.
in 3 years ago.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
And the thing is that what makes this even more retarded is the fact that Davis and the others charged in guns a-blazing without at least consulting Kari, TK, or any of the other Digidestined. They were just... Oh! And the only... And the only a member of the 02 Digidestined that gets acknowledged by them is Ken, but that's not... But Ken doesn't even and actually appear in these. First time we hear a mild swear in a Digimon dub.
They've
Look.
clipped these lines really badly in some places, like where they've cut breaths out just to make it match the lip flaps, rather than, like, fading or going back for another take.
And
It's just a hard
Alex,
cut.
I have been to
It reminds me of
conventions
the audio
where
mixing in Devil May Cry.
The first the first convention I went to that where I met Vic, he has explained in the reason why some people don't like working with him, and that's because of the
He wants to
fact
do more
that
takes.
yeah, he actually tries to improve on his voice acting
Oh yeah.
and make sure he gets it right.
My eyes!
Fuck this noise, I'm out. Of course. Yes. We don't get to meet this girlfriend.
Yeah,
He's
my
like, oh my
girlfriend.
god.
Yeah, my girlfriend goes to another Mons anime.
I ended
Yeah,
up making
my
the
girlfriend is Dawn from Pokemon. Oh my god, look at the water, look at the water! The water the water was underneath the fucking shoreline.
Alex. I'm just
Oh
imagining right
god.
now what you're going to attempt to do for a review of these movies.
What is wrong with this goddamn film? That's not a
You're gonna be at
That's not
you're
a
gonna be
fork,
asking
that's
that
not a
question,
spoon, and that's not a spork. What the hell is that?
Alex. You're gonna be asking that question, and when we get to the other films, because
Okay,
there are 6 of these fuckers.
bikini girl with no ass. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Wow,
Let
Mimi,
it
you're
be.
just hitting on all the
Sing the
guys.
words of wisdom. Let it be.
So, Alex, how do you feel about the fact that Mimi is actively trying to hit on all the guys?
Wow, you know, she's just slutting it the fuck up, I suppose.
Oh, hi, Mako. What? The fuck's that supposed to mean? Alex, I want to imagine like a parody of
I'm
this,
just eating these rice balls over here. Oh.
but as Ty and Matt are but as Ty and Matt are just outside the a room, you just hear the shaking. You just shake the frame, aim to dictate that they are fighting in a very comedic fashion. Oh, don't worry,
Hey guys,
we give each other 5-fingered or substitutes for therapy.
hey
That doesn't
guys,
seem like therapy.
hey guys, do you want some of my rice balls I've got over here? They're
Those are
extra,
donuts,
they're extra
Mr.
ricey.
Nishijima.
Huh.
Those are donuts.
They must be Japanese donuts. No, they must be Japanese, they must be American rice balls. There we go. I got there eventually.
Yeah. Almost like another deity that will not be elaborated on in any way whatsoever after these films is scheming. You can see how this pisses me off. Don't get used to them pronouncing Jedi's name in the way the Japanese pronounces it.
Mm.
Yeah, and we haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, Jedi also, oh god, off screened in like the 02 kids.
Mm.
So, needless to say, our heroes are down a decent chunk of their backup. Um and also one also their wise sage-like figure who has helped them. Except we didn't tell them about the other or 4 kids that went missing. What?
Why wouldn't you just... Okay, well, why do you need to have an AI do that for you?
Because Izzy is too shy?
Why can't you just shop online like a normal human being?
Because Izzy wants to do it the complicated way.
It's like those motherfuckers who ask ChatGPT to do fucking everything for him.
Izzy just wants to up his drip game just so he could get with Mimi.
Oh! Oh, so this is where all those arts came from.
Yeah, and also, another bad case for same face syndrome is whenever Izzy and TK are on screen together.
Huh.
Because they have near the same length and hair. You can tell me anything. Okay. Why do hot dogs come in packages of 8, but buns come in packages of 10?
So
I
you have
want
to
you to
buy
buy
more
80 hot dogs.
uh,
I forgot how to play a I forgot how to play Billy Joel. I'm wondering if I
I
should
don't...
start playing Bon
I don't
Jovi.
want to have to deal with all these changes. Dealing with these changes. Is that the Twin Towers? Oh, wait, this is Japan. Never mind.
Yeah, this is Japan. God damn it, Alex, we're not at Tamers yet, where the Tokyo Metropolitan Building looks a lot like the towers. So, Alex, you want to know what
That's
movie
Epona's
probably came?
song!
Oh God!
Da, 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 da.
There is
Uh,
not an official soundtrack listing for
oh,
for this movie series.
Kenji Yamamoto, you were sacrificed to the music gods for no reason.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
this is probably one of the few things that's maintained in this film series. Dub ended up adding in a bit for the second movie when Izzy ended up getting scanned by a Nigerian prince. At the one time where it turns out that wasn't a scam was in The Simpsons,
Mhm.
where there was the genuine Nigerian prince who was all like, oh, why doesn't anybody actually want? Why doesn't anybody actually want to help us?
Why doesn't anybody want my money?
Why did The Simpsons actually make a good joke out of that?
Is this reminding you of Reboot?
A little.
A little bit, yeah. It also kind of reminds me of Cyber Chase.
Minus Christopher Lloyd.
Minus Christopher Lloyd.
You want to know what's sad, Alex?
Hmm?
People were pissed off about how there were weirdos on Twitter that are pissed off about the fact that the Thousand Year Blood War or anime adaptation gets experimental with how characters are lit in various places.
Hmm.
Is like they're actually trying with lighting and whatnot.
At least they're fucking trying.
And yet people are mad because it's not just because it's not flat at lighting. They don't like the red lighting for a room that's lit up like it's red. Hey, look, there's a utility for the goggles. This is exactly why in my writing for my characters in Digimon, whenever they feel the need to utilize the goggles or their eyewear, they do so.
Hmm.
Like when they go through
And now
somewhere that could have
Agumon
a
is
potential
cosplaying as a
sandstorm.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Hey, let's just have everybody dress in trench coats and hats. By the way, this whole thing with the goggles is barely really touched upon in this film series. I feel like they only did this just to give Ty a reason to have goggles at this point, since Davis still has his old ones.
This looks like a background from an Ace Attorney game.
Ugh.
Tell me I'm wrong.
They might as. I'm not. I wonder if you could recognize Mako's voice. It's Christina V, in case you were wondering.
Hmm. We had enough. See,
About that.
we already had enough problems with Pussy and Code Geass.
That pussy stole his head protection.
What does your detective vision tell you?
I don't have detective. Remember, people, animating is hard. You guys were eating at the other place!
Bev.
Oh, hi, Alphamon. Sure, your cat, quote unquote.
I don't want to think about that comparison I made to Metamorphosis. Because her searching for her cat seems like it would have a different implication.
I swear, Alex, I'm just imagining it right now. Oh, whatever hypothetical critique video you would have on this film series. Remember, don't do anything gay. Except for make out.
Only if I'm around, though.
Mm. Hmm. Sadly, Digimon Adventure Try actually attempted to, or Digimon Try a Bridge actually attempted to make a solid argument for Tai in this. While Matt also actually had a good retort. Let me read off the bit. Hey, dickbag, what's your problem? Hmm? In the good old days, you are a fearless leader. You charge in headstrong. Headstrong, you'll take on anyone. What's your problem? Why are you so only such a coward? 13.4 million, huh? That's the population of Tokyo, Matt. It is a higher population than the majority of the countries of the world. Imagine for a second, and if a battle here suddenly went out of control. Tai, yesterday was just Kawagamon. What if next time is an ultimate or mega level Digimon? Matt, what if we need Omegamon? Do you remember what kind of damage he can inflict? I'm scared, Matt. That's all. That's ridiculous. As if we don't fight, then even more people will get hurt. We're the only ones who can. Yeah. And now it's suddenly raining. No shit, Sherlock. Their phones keep going to voicemail. Hey, Mekumon. Yeah, that's kind of a plot hole in the dub because of the way that Mako refers to her Digimon. As in the Japanese version, and she refers to her as Mei-chan, whereas here or she flat out refers to Mekumon as such. So, Alex,
Uh-huh.
this is Alphamon. He debuted in the Digimon movie X Evolution, which is a 3D animated film. I'll buy Huckmon.
Okay, then.
Alphamon was the main protagonist of that movie, in which he and Omegamon had to team up to stop Yggdrasil from purging the digital world due to the X antibody.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Alphamon has no character.
Oh,
He's
so
just
he's
here.
like every character in the Star Wars sequels.
Yes, but except he doesn't have a single line of dialogue in either version.
So we changed the protagonist of a previous installment into an antagonist for some reason, and also this one looks like he's a fucking Gundam.
Yeah, and
Kevin, is this
one thing to also
the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible film? The first one.
probably, yeah.
Fuck, Ty looks like he's supposed to be a fucking Indian now.
Which one? Native American?
Native
or...
American, red. Like a red Indian, and like one of my people.
Alex, you don't want to hear the joke that I would have made in response to that.
Go ahead. I don't care.
Why is a red man red? There, happy now?
It's
I've
probably
pissed
all.
off quite a...
It's probably all of the gold in his bloodstream.
So, how do you... So, here's a curb stop that is a...
No.
Here's a curb stop that's about to...
No, this is intentional. This has to be fucking intentional now.
Look at that!
Look at that. Flareon, Moltres just got destroyed.
Now keep in mind, Alex, mid-tier ultimate level Digimon could create the Pokemon cosmology.
Uh-huh.
That's the sad part about how uber powerful old Digimon are. And Alphamon is among the highest echelon of Mega level. One of the 13 Royal Knights. Yeah, you heard me, right? There are 13 of those fuckers.
Okay.
The Royal Knights were first name dropped in Digimon Frontier with it being in reference to 2 of them. They got a bit of a slight expansion in Digimon Unsavers, but only a few of them weren't in it. That's funny. Yeah, no. What the fuck did you think you were gonna do, Togemon? I'm sorry, this is borderline comical. Yeah, let's just throw all of our champion levels at this guy, who is clearly a mega level. Because that makes logical sense, doesn't it?
That has to be fucking intentional.
What has to be intentional?
The design of that fucking girl. What's her name? Mako. Okay, I'm going on to TV tropes right now because I need to find. Okay, Digimon. Wait a fucking.
Oh, hi, old Zero. You're just in time.
I'm going a little bit nuts.
I just got back from ALA for a bit. Yeah. Wrapped up day 2 here.
Digimon, Adventure Try.
Guess I didn't miss out on too much.
Yeah, you missed.
Oh my god,
you only
everyone's
missed.
fucking dead!
Uh,
Yeah, you only missed.
hmm. Oh, hey, Alphamon.
Whom was the protagonist in a previous iteration, but is now an antagonist in this
Yeah.
iteration. God, I fucking hate what they did to a lot of the Digimon in these.
How dare they massacre my boy?
Just like they massacred the 02 cast without giving them so much as a speaking line in these. Now we got an instrumentation of Braveheart.
Yeah. I will say I do like the tri version of Braveheart.
Yes. Too bad there's not a. Too bad there isn't a list of soundtrack for the instrumentations in these. Because this is great. The music,
Yeah.
not.
It's this feels more like an orchestral version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now for what the poster promised us.
Yes.
Why did the frame rate drop right there?
Omegamon.
Yeah.
T-pose for dominance.
Finally.
Prodigious. First time we heard that in a while.
Aha.
Now for no reason.
Tell me that
And
girl's
he's just
name
going
again,
to bust
Kevin.
out Oryuken mode, which requires another Digimon to fuse with.
That is so fucking
Behold
Ava
my
coded
giant
right there.
sword.
Kevin, what's that girl's name again?
Mako Mochizuki. That's spelled Meiko.
Mako Mochizuki.
Behold my mighty spear. Alphamon.
Development. Designed to be the opposite of Karikamiya. I do not believe... Zero, do you know about the comic Metamorphosis? Zero?
Oh, Ultimate Oryuken.
Zero, do you know about the comic Metamorphosis?
Damn it, it's
I think
hard
so.
for me to pull this out. And now...
yeah. Here.
This should not take this long to charge. This should not take that long to charge.
Extreme close proximity range. What the? I'll see you next time.
Collateral damage, what's that?
How could you miss? He was standing
The theme song was playing! And everything! The theme song's still fucking playing!
And yet, Alphamon escaped. Alphamon be like, I'll get you next time, Omegamon.
Okay, no, Dr. Claw was already in the previous movie we watched.
Alex had to
Hey there, Doug Airholtz.
Alex had to endure the cancer that is Digimon Frontier's dub soundtrack.
Oh boy. Lovely. And yet riveting.
Yes!
Oh my, took you long enough. Meikumon.
So this original the character is just retconned to being a Digidestin.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, just wait till we get to Adventure 2, the beginning, where we get an original the character who is retconned as the OG Digidestined.
Oh, riveting.
What are you doing, Alex?
I'm-
Screenshotting?
I'm about to
At a
phone
time
a
like
friend,
this?
god damn it.
Who are you phoning? Alex, who are you phoning?
Don't worry about it. It'll be important
I
later
feel
on.
like I should worry about it. All right, and now we get the 2015 version of I Wished by Ai Maeda.
Yes. Who I believe at this time was also the voice for Sailor Pluto in Sailor Moon Crystal.
Yeah, but she didn't reprise Mimi in this.
Yeah. As I believe, yeah, for the human characters, they went with new VAs this at the time. Yeah.
For the Japanese side of things, majority of the dub came back.
Yeah.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
rate this movie.
What?
Good answer.
If I had to rate, what? It exists.
I give it a my eyes out of 10.
Okay, let's see. My reaction to this actually would have been like,
Excuse me, what?
the only saving grace I will say about this is Butterfly, the tri versions of Butterfly and I Wish, along with Braveheart. About as much credit as I'll give it.
We'll get to the tri version of Butterfly, the dub of the third film.
Her hair is styled the exact same way.
Hey, so is anyone going to address the 02 kids now? No? What do you mean we're going to wait until the last movie? Are you daft and or retarded?
Are you retarded? Oh.
Are you that much of a dunce? Oh, this is a bit rather unexpected.
Yeah, it's weird, Alex. In the Blu-ray that I'm watching, Ty's skin color is a bit more pinkish.
Huh.
As opposed to the gold tint on whatever version you're watching off of here.
Huh.
So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow with... We'll be back tomorrow
with the Dragon Ball Super Broly problem.
So we'll be back tomorrow with Pokemon on the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, but we'll be watching from a version that features the version from the version that has the prequel bit.
Yes.
Okay, so
and Sunday we're back to Oron High School Host Club.
Yay!
Yes, so if I can before we go,
probably won't be able to make it for the Oron since it's it's a maybe at this point, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, before we go, I'm going to pop up something on the stream here.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have our screenshot.
Yeah.
Of our character here. And now, make sure nothing...
I don't see anything aside from the cone. The code.
Okay.
The cone!
Let me just turn on my virtual cam and have that do the lifting for me.
Okay.
Assuming that it actually decides to fucking work this time.
Okay.
Or you could just
Okay.
bring up the,
I'm
Anytime now.
Okay.
load.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh,
Okay, fuck.
error on my end. Shoot.
Fuck
Yep.
this shit. Sharing my screen again. Okay, so...
Alright.
Okay, so
Alright.
here we have our original, the character, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just, pop the display capture up here. And now... Allow me to... find the appropriate screenshot.
Okay.
Mhm.
This ought to be good.
All right.
Because I was looking on my laptop and I was able to find it. Now, let me see if I can find it here.
You know, Alex, the way that you were the way that you sounded there almost sounded like you were going, "Hold on, hear my prayer."
God, I hear my prayer in my knee. Okay, and now here we have this.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
This
So
intentional
Alex,
or not?
so Alex, you're saying that corporate wants us to find the difference between these two pictures?
Yes. Now, if I can find the version with the cracked glasses.
They're the same picture.
If I can find the version with the cracked glasses, they're literally cracked on the same side. Because if you look closely, her hair is even parted the same way. And you see Saki here, her hair is like a little bit over here versus Mako here. Her it's a bit more like that,
Yeah.
but it's still like just a
Yeah.
difference in animation style. Well, this is the same fucking character designed almost. And I'm just gonna pull up this for reference. Where's that fucking picture, guys? I had it earlier, guys. There we go. It's
Okay.
not okay, it's not cracked exactly the same way, but it is cracked on the same side, if you can tell.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah. So for those of you who didn't know, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Schmo.
Well, you guys know where to find Kevin and myself. Gizmo knew what I was talking about the second I sent him this screenshot here.
What?
Mhm.
Wait, Gizmo actually responded to you.
Yeah, I said, Gizmo, tell me what this looks like to you, and he said, oh no. Because he knew what I was talking about.
Oh.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no, indeed.
Well,
what the fuck, dude?
I know. I know. I know. Bye, everybody.
No, in the words of
Leaving you with this lovely
but
image. In the words of who now?
Oh, in the words of John Tron.
I get it.